Planet Art Report for Desperate Earthlings of the Past. Sidebar note. Although its behavior may seem random or even perverse much of the time, the art of our planet is a fluid system, subject to natural laws governing the behavior of all matter and energy. Aided by tools such as computers, radar, and satellites, we have extended our abilities to express art and have come to the understanding that its behavior involves myriad interactions from the microscope to the global, extending to the sun and interplanetary space. Planet art first emerged during the last ice age, with the onset of the Holocene era over 12,000 years ago. It became an integral feature of human culture, first through ritual, then through monumental temple buildings and related crafts. Planet art began to articulate the connective flow of culture at certain key points on the planet. Egypt, Mesopotamia, India, Greece, China, Mexico, and Peru. This flow spread, creating cultural interactions of varying sorts, and finally expanded to cover the globe through an electrical network of increasing subtlety and sophistication. It was during the period of the global industrialization of 1800 to 2000 AD that planet art underwent its greatest transformation. Despite some valid experimentation, in general, all local systems were disrupted by the intrusion of machine industry and electronic media. In nations of the capitalistic economic persuasion, art was transformed into a commercial enterprise. Artists were encouraged to compete rather than associate collectively. In nations where a communistic economy prevailed, art became the tool of state propaganda and was expressed through outmoded bourgeoisie forms. By 1987, a major crisis erupted in the capitalistic center. Art reached a condition of maximum commercial entropy. In the communistic centers, a massive artists' strike brought about a condition of total aesthetic stalemate. These phenomena were symptomatic of the larger situation, the great global crisis of the last 2 decades of the 20th century, during which the collapse of most social systems, aggravated by increased warfare and by economic breakdown, all but put an end to global industrial civilization. It was at this time that a genuinely planetary art came into existence. It all began in the fateful year 1987. Significantly enough, the initial activity occurred in conjunction with the National Center for Atmospheric Research, or NCAR, facility in the foothills of the Rocky Mountains in the heart of North American continent. As the nerve center of one of the most sophisticated planetary scientific networks, charged with monitoring global and extraterrestrial climatic changes, the NCAR facility had become increasingly vital after the intensifying volcanic and seismic activity that resulted in the monumental Pacific tectonic plate shifts of 1986. 2 pioneering groups operating in the NCAR area met during the first new moon of February 1987. Explorers of the richness of the phenomenal world, or ERPW, and the World Union of Guardians of the Aesthetic Evolution, WUGAE. Through a contract with the NCAR, the 2 groups were able to use the vast communication systems to begin uniting artists in other major planetary centers, thus instituting the Global Arts Monitoring Mission Act, or GAMMA. Through this act, the ERPW and the WUGAE successfully put together and communicated the famous Planetary Art and Energy Bulletin of 1987. As the foundation of all successful or succeeding artistic activity, the basic points of that bulletin are worth repeating here.